The project COBRA was specifically about coordination of organic plant breeding and specifically looking at diversity, because conventional generally look at actually breeding for inputs, so responding to inputs, where that doesn't work in organic. And so actually what's come forward for organic systems has been very poor. So we need to work on completely different systems. So rather than having pure lines, we need to look at diverse systems. So the composite cross populations are one of these approaches that might need to be used, or it might be intercropping, or it might be mixed cropping, to give you much more diverse genetics within your crop. So COBRA addressed this by particularly on cereals, but also on grain legumes, looking at different ways of breeding and different approaches to breeding and the different needs of organic breeding. Progress has been made on specifically looking at how individual seeds perform. So we have a system where seeds can be scanned and it can show their resistance to particular diseases. So we're looking at the long-term approaches to resilience for organic farmers and low-input farmers, and we found intercropping between grain legumes and cereals can be a very effective way of doing this, and farmers should consider that in their systems much more often. One of the other areas that we've looked at and actually have come out as a real strong point for producers and farmers should be they should look at the use of composite cross populations. These become much more resilient in a time when you have changing environments or changing weather conditions as we're moving forward in climate change. We produce new cross populations, particularly in winter and spring wheat. And also we've looked at using scanning the populations, and we have methods there to look at how they're performing on a genetic level, and we have markers and spectrometry methods to do that. We've worked a lot on regulation and the policy, so it's fine to work on the science the whole time, but actually we need to change the system so that the policy work has also been done. And clearly we've done an awful lot of work with getting this out, whether it's just leaflets or Facebook or websites, but also on the ground. So there has been a host of different workshops across the different 18 countries and our 41 partners. COBRA was a very successful project. It was a different type of project for CORE. We had 40 partners, 18 countries. What it did was allow this coordination. And actually there was a lot of new research, but it pulled in an awful lot of national disparate research, and I think that was an incredibly successful way of doing it.